daily tarot reading. So this will be for Walu Wednesdays for June 5th, 2019. So if you guys are new to my channel, Walu Wednesdays are where I use my decks only. So, excuse me, I will be using my Walu Tarot, my Walu Child Readings Baddie Oracle deck. So these decks are up for grabs on my website if you guys are interested. I have the links in the description box for to my website for these decks if you guys are interested in purchasing one of them. So or both, whatever. Yeah, so that's what Walu Wednesday is. I use my decks only, no other tarot decks, no other oracle cards. Sometimes I might, feel guided to pull like an oracle card, message from elsewhere, what have you. But for the majority, these will be my cards used in the video. As a disclaimer, these readings are general based. They are collective energies. They're not personal readings by any means. So you might find that a reading resonates with you, whether that be portions of the reading resonates, one part of it resonates, or just as a whole. It's possible sometimes for it to resonate like a personal reading, but it's not completely the aim, especially when you're tapping into collective of energies, unique situations. You have to take what resonates with you. If there's something that does not resonate, hopefully that will guide you or lead you to the reader or the message that you were seeking within yourself. Okay, all right, so I trust this reading is divinely protected, divinely guided. Let's go ahead and pull some oracles. So the Baddie oracle cards are they're centered around beauty, fashion, and self-care, but I use them for oracle purposes as well. So yeah, if you guys are interested, it's a quite girly deck, but I was guided to make it when I started my Baddie tarot scopes for the month, which I will be putting out this week for all the signs. So be on the lookout for that reading. All right, thank you for your loving guidance and clarity, Mr. God. What is the overall energies collectively for the general energies for Wednesday, June 5th, 2019? Okay, so this will be the general portion of the reading first, and then I will do the love energy readings second. All right, so Pisces, shoes, inspiration. Okay, so it could be a specific person, a Pisces. It could be a female Pisces, friend of yours. This person could be helping you with the shoes. It could be direction. This could be steps, guidance, assistance. This person may inspire you through something that they do. So this person could be, I didn't notice it wasn't in frame, my bad. So this person could be very inspiring. This person could be an entrepreneur. If you are a female Pisces, you could be an entrepreneur, and I feel like you're inspiring other people to follow in your footsteps. Or it could be that although this is, it's geared around fashion and styling and beauty and self-care, so yeah, I would pick things up, but this stands out to me. I didn't notice that both of them were like she was holding shoes and there's shoes here. So you could be into fashion. It could also be that Pisces can represent an aspect of our dreams, our goals, our fantasies, our plans. So it could be someone that is a friend of yours or someone that you look to. Could be like a person that's like an online friend, or just an online so what do you call it? I think it's called a social media presence or whatever. And this person could be into fashion or something, and I feel like they inspire you to get back into fashion or some sort of styling. For others, this could be book writing. So it could be a writer or a friend that's encouraging you, or this person could be a really good writer and that inspires you. But whatever this is an energy of inspiration and following in the footsteps, or others following your footsteps, following your dreams, following your goals, creativity, manifestation. So that's what I'm getting with that. Let's go ahead and look at the tarot. I'm not gonna pull any shells today. No shells today. Okay, so you have the Nine of Wands, the Two of Swords. Can I get three more cards? Three more cards. The Death card, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Five of Cups. Okay. So, with the Nine of Wands as your overall energy, some of you guys may be coming out of a challenging period as far as like spiritual awakening goes, because I feel like with these two cards, the Wheel of Fortune and the Death card, this is spiritual energy. It could also represent the dark night of the soul, which is a part of the spiritual awakening process. We don't go through just one spiritual awakening. We go through many different spiritual evolutions, and I feel like that could be some of you coming out of that energy. Some of you guys may be in between a transition that's a little bit challenging. Mentally, you could be kind of stuck between old energy and new energy right now. This moon could be also helping you to identify where you are, or being able to decide your next path. Okay, so it could be communication with the Two of Swords. Communication is the ruling planet, or of Mercury. Mercury is the planet of communication, which is the ruling planet of Gemini. And we are in Gemini season, and we do have a new moon that's sitting in Gemini. So that can also be affecting the way that you communicate with yourself, how you communicate about your life, the decisions that you're making. But this card is Libra, moon in Libra. So this can be specific for someone who has a moon in Libra. But I feel that for some of you guys, this could be premonitions. Some of you guys, this could be into. I'm not sure what happened there. I don't even know where I left off at. Sometimes these get cut off while I'm recording. So the Two of Swords, that's the challenge energy. So from what I remember, this could be you're receiving messages, you're receiving premonitions, or you're receiving messages in your sleep or your dream. You're having very lucid dreams. Some of you guys may be receiving clairaudient messages. It could be you're not able to discern what these messages are. Am I just hearing things? Is this really my ancestors, or is this really spirit? Is this really divine messages coming to me? It could be telepathy. It could also be that whatever you're hearing, you really don't know how to make sense of it or what you're to do with this. So that could be the challenge for some of you. It could also be the challenge is making a decision, a choice, being caught between two different worlds. And I feel like it's because you're focusing on the potential of past hurts and failures, or seemingly what we perceive as failures and mistakes from our past. And I feel like this could be an energy that's dictating, well, I don't want to go through that battle again. Or I refuse to go back to who I was or what I was, how things used to be. I refuse to be that again, or live in that energy again. Then you have the Death card. So the Death card is about transformation and rebirth. No, it's not easy. It could literally be that you are going through this like death within the self, or some aspect of yourself, and that whoever has ever went through a dark night of the soul where it does literally feel like you're dying, or you want to die, or you, not physically, but it's just like you just can't take it anymore. It's borderline, it can get borderline like the feelings of like wanting to just leave here, like suicidal, or just like, I don't understand this, why, like, what's this about, why am I here? It can get to that point. And I feel Spirit's telling you that to face this dark period within you. And what I mean by that is, whatever it is that you feel is very like oppressive energy, it's a tough process. It seems like things are slipping out of your hands, things are not working out for you. You just can't see the bright side. It's like Spirit is telling you to continue to move through this energy. Continue to move through, because that's how you're going to find the light. And when you're in this state, you're able to see the transformation and the birth, the rebirthing of you in your situation in your life. So it's like these old things, he's walking through the shadows of death, which is metaphoric obviously, but it just seems like everything around us is leaving. People are leaving our lives. Things are not working out. The things that we used to, once do and be and live, that's coming to an end. It could all happen at once, like in a domino effect. It could happen, or just certain things in your life, whatever needs to go, whatever is going to help you transform, it needs to happen. And it's like knowing that when you're in this mist, you have nothing to fear, because on the other side, that is where the sun is. So it might take a while to get there. The next step is healing. And this is where your angels and your guides work very closely with you. And some of you guys may already be in that state or surpass this. But this is something that needs to change. Something significant, something major in your life needs to change. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune. So focusing on, I feel like focusing on the direction. Where is it that I'm divinely going? Where is it that I feel most led to go in this season of my life? And I always say this, I don't know where this is coming from, but when has God or the universe or whoever, your angels, your spiritual team, your ancestors, when have you ever been left without? Or when have you ever been just left to just deal with everything on your own? All of these spirit guides and these angels, they have their books out. And I feel that represents the divine plan, the divine order of things. So everything is already mapped out. So maybe reminding yourself of that. That, yes, there's many paths and many seasons and ways to go in this journey in my life. But one thing is for certain, is that my designated path, these different opportunities, these different pathways, these different time frames, all lead to this one path or this one destination. That GPS system, like I call it, the universe's GPS, to remind yourself of that. Also to remind yourself that things do change, seasons change. So if you're in this energy of feeling stuck, because there's a lot of kind of like you could be moody, to be simple and plain. For some of you, it doesn't have to be that you're going through a major shift, but for majority, that's what's going on with these two major arcana cards. You're releasing, you're purging, you're letting go of these things that don't serve you. But this can also represent, for some of you as well, just being emotionally drained, moody, not really having the patience to deal with anyone. Maybe can't think too straight right now. Could be snappy. You could be dealing with people like this. So keep your guards up. Keep yourself, especially if you're easy to take on, because everyone's going through this. I feel like this could be a collective energy where we're all going through different shifts in our lives. For some, it could be a little more dramatic than the next person, their unique transformation, your unique transformation. And it could cause people to kind of like not understand, depending on where they are within themselves, how they handle these types of energies. But I feel like with the Two of Swords, this could be telling you to stay guarded, stay protected. Don't get too caught up in, other people's drama, taking on other people's stress and worry, because it could be mentally draining for some of you, emotionally, and a mentally draining day. And he's also protecting himself here. So the moon energies can also be helping others to purge out. Causing us to really get real with ourselves, to get motivated, not using our past circumstances as an excuse, and start focusing on what needs to be healed, so that we can start to see the silver lining in the circumstances, our own unique circumstances. All right, so what are the signs that are here? We have Libra energy, Nine of Wands is Sagittarius energy, Five of Cups and the Death card are Scorpio cards. And the Wheel of Fortune, I really don't associate any signs to the Wheel of Fortune. And you can take the signs as time frames and seasons that are significant. It does not have to have anything to do with anyone's specific zodiac sign or what's in their chart. All right, so let's step into the love energies and see what's going on surrounding our love lives. Regardless of your relationship status, I ask that the Most High God delivers the message that we are most needed to hear at this time, regardless if we resonate with one portion of the message, the full message, or just not at all. Whatever led us and whatever led you and guided you towards this reading, I hope that it leads you to whatever it is that you're seeking, or whatever you need to find, whatever it is that the Most High God, your spiritual team, desires and feels that you need to hear at this time, whatever's of your highest good. So I ask that for the collective for Wednesday, June 5th, 2019. I was about to say 1999. Like, what? What is it that we need to know? Thank you. I'm tired of seeing this card. Maybe I'm being triggered. I'm not going to say it, but F girl, sacred sexuality, self-pleasure. Okay. Okay. Unforgiveness and authentic angelic help with fears. So these ones come out like that. So the gist of this is that, to be quite honest and frank, like I'm going to get multiple energies because, like I said, I'm reading for multiple people. So take what stands out to you. Okay. So there's an energy, a feminine energy, a woman or feminine energy that could be you or someone involved in this energy that is very self-centered, very selfish. Could be someone that has cheated, someone that can't say no sexually to things, or just can't deny their, their lower self at times when it comes to overindulging, whether that's sexually, whether that's just whatever they feel they want, whether that's money, whether that's food. This is a person, F girl is pretty much like a person that really can't be trusted or relied upon, a player type of woman or feminine energy. Could be a man that, a feminine male. I feel like this person, I feel like this could be someone's past self, their younger self. These cards are sticking together. It could be someone's younger self with the Page of Swords. You could be an air sign, or this could be an air sign that I'm speaking of, period. A Gemini, Libra, Aquarian person that may have quite a bit of a past. Sacred sexuality. Again, it's kind of like a person that will fight tooth and nail it could be someone who has a sex addiction, or someone who just could be the type that likes to be noticed and seen by any means necessary. So this could be a person that's like a pest, a love interest, whether it's someone that's interested in you or you're interested, but someone is like, or it could be a woman or a feminine energy that's like not competition, I don't want to say that, but someone that wants to win something at all costs, and that could involve including sexuality, sex, flirtation, temptation, deception. So this could be someone, I feel like, it also could be an overly like hypersexual energy right now for a lot of you, and some of you guys may literally want to sleep with someone, and that doesn't mean anything negative. I feel like it's all talk for now for some of you, or it's just a baby thought, it's just an idea, a fantasy. But some of you guys in some way are on a conquest, or someone may be this way with you. So just take the messages that resonate. Self-pleasure with the Page of Wands. Yeah, someone is like focused on getting themselves, trying to get that, trying to get a nut, basically. They're trying to, yeah. Whether this is you or someone else, I do get like player vibes, or a person that is non-attached. So if you're dealing with a woman, or you are a woman, you could be at this place where this is who you used to be and you're trying to overcome that energy, or this is someone that you're dealing with that's trying to overcome this as a woman or feminine energy. Can also represent a person that is after a woman or feminine energy by any means, and I feel like it's sexually. So if you feel like someone's like constantly pursuing you, um this person, I feel like their communication, you'll know it's them because their communication is very slick, it's very immature, it's one-dimensional. It's like one-dimensional, or maybe that's all they talk about is how attractive you are or what they want to do to you sexually. And for some of you, that could be what you're seeking, because spirit is saying to approach self-pleasure. So it could be that it's you that is like, you know, letting somebody know what you want from them sexually, or this could be someone that you're mingling with and it's reaching that point of sex. So it's not necessarily a bad thing, it's just how you look at it. I feel also, if you're the type of person that may have been fast in your heyday, or you know, did your thing, spirit is telling you to look at yourself from that person of who you were, that's who you were at the time, and that does not mean that you were right nor you were wrong. It is what it is. For some of you guys, this could be a sense of guilt because of that energy and what you've done and what you had to go through. Okay, this could be sex industry. Some of you guys may be contemplating that, because it kind of looks like a pole with these wands, the sword he's holding on to, and this page of wands is holding on to a pole. So I also get sex shaming vibes, whether it's coming from you or someone else. So just take whatever because I'm getting a lot of messages with these cards. So just take what resonates. Unforgiveness and inauthentic. Yeah, you kind of feel like this is not who I was, or that's not truly who I am. And someone it could be a man that may have exploited women sexually. This could have been a person that was involved in the sex industry, a man that was involved in the sex industry, or it could be a masculine woman, but this person looks back at that past as who they used to be, you know, after sex and just after to get it. And I feel like this person has worked on themselves, but they haven't really forgiven themselves. This masculine energy, or you could be this masculine energy that you feel like that's not truly who you represented, that's not who you truly were, and you feel some sense of guilt. For others of you, you're focused on what would my father think, or what would my family think of me because of this, what I've done. I get coming out of the closet vibes for some of you. I get like a male, like this F girl could be a feminine man, a gay man, this person coming out of the closet, because there could have been some things in their past that they've done and they're working towards letting their father know. This is pretty heavy. Okay. Fears and angelic help. So yeah, spirit is here to guide you to the right direction or path, regardless of wherever you stand in this reading. So it's kind of like you have to look at yourself as innocent and with a clean slate. And especially if this is you like shaming yourself for wanting to have sex, or wanting to just maybe no strings attached type of relationships. You're all adults. You have your own free will choices. So I get that someone may be like, I shouldn't, you know, do that. It's wrong to want to just have sex and then just, you know, go on about my merry way. Or I shouldn't be a stripper, or I shouldn't be, you know, and that's your prerogative. And I feel that we place judgment on ourselves where the universe, our angels, and our ancestors really don't. Because we have the discernment to decide what paths are for us, even if they lead us to lessons and seemingly mistakes and failures that we call it. Where is this going to lead me? So it's kind of like you have to detach from, also, if this is you guilt tripping yourself for past things that you've done, you're the only person placing judgment on yourself. Because we're all, you know, in essence, there is no judgments placed on us. The universe doesn't recognize yes or no, or good or bad, so to speak. Certain things are out of the laws of the universe, but I kind of feel like you're placing too much judgment on yourself for past things. And for some of you, you're being divinely helped to overcome your fears of something connected to this energy. For a lot of you, this is coming out sexually, not in a way like, oh, my sexual orientation, blah, 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 is this, or, you know, it's more of wanting to embrace your sexuality in your own unique way. For some of you, it's like, I can't do that because what will people think about me? You know, some of you guys may be high up, you know, high up in some sort of, in other people's eyes, like people look up to you, or you could be, you know, well known, popular, maybe even famous for some of you, or it just could just represent, you know, you feel like moralistically people will judge you, and because they look at you and someone holds you in such a high regard. It could be family, it could be friends, or you think that these people, because they look at me this way, that they'll look down upon me, whether that's true or not. You're being divinely assisted and helped how to overcome this. For some of you, it's kind of like, maybe I should work to get to know this person before I just jump into this. You know, again, use your discernment. There's a lot of judgments here with these young energies. This tells me that this was a past situation, or you're fairly young, or this can represent something that is a free energy, a free thinking, a new way of being, living. And I get that with the conclusion, it's like you're divinely assisted. There's no need to fear. And I feel like it's nothing but freedom and liberation, whatever this energy is. Once you free yourself from the guilt trips, or once you free yourself sexually, once you share who you are, there's a sense of liberation and freedom. So some of you guys, it could just be the sense of, oh, I shouldn't masturbate, I shouldn't touch myself, it's bad. And I'm not here to tell you it's good or it's bad, but again, there's something about liberation. So I kind of sound, if you guys are overly religious and you think that certain things is like bad and stuff like that, you know, do not listen to me. Take what resonates. But I'm just reading it as I'm seeing it. And it's very interesting, to say the least. You know, it could just be doing things for fun. You know, dressing a certain way, or talking sexy, even if it's just for fun. And some of you guys might be into, you know, some little behind the scene kinks, and you know, maybe creating an online account to just chat with people and, you know, have some fun or whatever. It doesn't have to be anything serious. Or maybe you've done some things sexually and you just like, why did I do that? Or that's bad. Or I feel, again, it's that judgment that you place on yourself. It has nothing to do with truly the true judgment of anything. I feel you guilt trip yourself. And if it is that other people are doing this to you, how does it make you feel? Do you feel like you are conforming and structuring yourself to fit other people's ideas of you, or do you feel liberated and enjoy who you are in that essence? Another thing, I kind of don't want to say this either, and I hate how spirit like gives me stuff like this. Like, why do I gotta be the one to say stuff like this? But I'm getting pedophilia energy. And I don't agree with this, but you need to forgive yourself if you are the hurt. Oh, this is heavy. I'm just being real. Like, I'm not, oh my gosh, I'm not a phony reader, so I can't just be like, oh, this is, oh my gosh, love and light all day. I can't be that type of person, because it's real stuff out here that needs to be addressed. So if you are a person that may have been involved with some sort of like pedophilia, or it's like underage something, you have to forgive yourself. And it's hard for me to say that, and because I know some predators in my life, some of those predators had a role in me being sexually assaulted at a young age. So I feel that this is something you need to forgive yourself. And this could be healing for me to say that, because we all deserve a chance. And I feel like, again, if you are a person that was a victim of, you know, a predator, you know, a person that preys upon young children at a young age, and you may be guilt tripping yourself for this, because maybe you were, you know, explorative sexually at a young age, and you may have came across a person that took advantage of that, or your curiosity for something led you to this. Maybe at a young age you may have been sexually active, and maybe you're just judging yourself for this. And I feel, again, no one can truly judge you but you, because if you believe in religion and God and all of that, then you know that your sins are forgiven when you repent from them sins, meaning you acknowledge the things that you've done, you admit to the things that you've done, you address those things, and you simply let it go. So it could be that energy. Some of you guys may be having to forgive a person that has harmed you sexually. Some of you guys, oh my God, why do I have to do this? It could be someone's father. It could be someone you looked up to, someone that you really cared about and loved. Your first time with someone, it may have not been what you wanted. Maybe, you know, you could have been, oh my God. I send whoever I'm reading for love, and if you guys don't like these types of readings, please just don't listen. But some of you guys, you may have been raped before by someone that you loved. It could have been a partner, like someone that took your virginity, or you did this to someone else. So there's a need to heal, and you can heal and you can forgive yourself. And if it be that this person that did this to you, or you've done this to someone else, and you can't seek this person's forgiveness and apologize to this person, or you're unable to go to that person to just release them from that stronghold that you're placing that blame and judgment on them, you have to do this internally within yourself and ask that all is forgiven. But you got to start with forgiving yourself first, and that's the first step. And that's sometimes the hardest step, is to forgive ourselves. So whether we feel like we were the cause for someone doing something to us, or we were the cause for doing something towards another person, or maybe all of the above, but whatever these energies are, you have to free yourself of these. This fool has no baggage. He's not holding on to anything anymore. And maybe this is also someone that has cheated on you, someone that lied to you, someone that just can't say no to sex. Maybe you cheated on someone. Maybe you have a cheating past, or maybe you're dealing with someone who's a serial cheater, whether they've cheated on you multiple times or they've always cheated on partners. I feel this could also be part of the forgiveness. Okay, some of you guys, you were very young. Maybe you're still holding on to someone that did you this way. But whatever it is, know that you can liberate yourself out of it and overcome these fears. It's like this judgment. I keep getting judgment upon yourself that you keep placing on you. All right, that was a heavy energy. So I'm seeing a lot of fire energy. So that can just represent passion and sexuality and things like that. But Leo, Aries energy, with the Emperor's Aries, Leo with the Six of Wands. The Page of Wands could be a young fire sign, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. The Eight of Pentacles is Virgo. The Fool card is Aquarius, but I also see it as Sagittarius energy. The Page of Swords can represent a young air sign, an Aries, Leo. I'm sorry, Aries. What am I talking about? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But this can also represent messengers. It can represent ideas. It can also represent actions. So take whatever resonates. If you guys would like a personal reading with me, you guys can check my description box below for more. You know, if you guys have questions about readings or availability and to set up booking dates, please email me directly at one of my Gmail accounts. I have 2 of them. Either one is fine. I prefer that rather than DMing me on Instagram or Facebook or chatting me from my website. Just directly email me. Yeah, so if you guys decide to purchase a reading from my website, just be sure to email me after with proof of payment so I can set up a booking date or time if needed for you. And if you guys would like to purchase my decks, the Baddie Oracle and the Walu Tarot will be available on my website as well. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.